Hey, here to talk about Friday's NCAA tournament action. Hopefully, it goes better than Thursday for me. 5 free winners coming up. First, to address the obvious, like I just said, was not good yesterday. Very sorry to anyone that was on board at WagerTalk.com. 0-3. Hopefully, we can bounce back today. As a reminder, go ahead, smash that like button whenever you agree with any of the following selections. You can also go ahead and comment down below if you have a different take. Let's start in the morning with Baylor versus Mississippi State, 12:15 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Mississippi State, currently a 1.5 point favorite. I think the wrong team is favored in this one. So backing Baylor. Interestingly enough, Baylor opened as a slight favorite. It's probably because odds makers are aware of the fact Mississippi State's just 3-8 straight up against Ken Palm teams that are in the top 30 Ken Palm teams, I should say. Baylor, despite a somewhat disappointing regular season, 29th at Ken Palm, a few spots higher than Mississippi State. Mississippi State's not good at defending the 316th in percentage allowed. That could be their undoing here. Here is an interesting line for you. 12 seed Colorado State is a favorite over 5 seed Memphis, 2 p.m. Eastern on TBS. Colorado State, they were as high as -3 at one point. Now they're down to -1.5. Unless this line flips, this is going to be just the third time in the last 20 years a 12 seed closes as a favorite over a 5. Previous two, both saw the 12 seed win and cover. Speaking of winning and covering, the Rams are on a 10-0 straight up and ATS win streak entering the NCAA tournament. I have not believed in Memphis all year, so back Colorado State, even though the Mountain West, pardon me, has obviously been pretty bad in this tournament, historically speaking. Next, I'll turn to North Carolina. They're 1.5, 2 point favorite, depending on your book, against Ole Miss, 4:05 Eastern on TNT. Of course, there was a lot of hand wringing over whether or not the Tar Heels even belonged in this tournament. They silenced some of those doubters Tuesday by blowing out San Diego State. Now UNC, as an 11 seed, actually favored to beat a 6 seed. Zeno and I talked about this on the morning wager. We like UNC to advance. Play them on the money line, -130. For the record, UNC's hit 42% from three over the last 14 games. Eventually they'll cool off, but probably not today because during this same time frame, Ole Miss defense has really fallen off a cliff. Now, an interesting tidbit is that we've had at least one team from the first four advance to the round of 32 12 of the last 13 years. North Carolina could make it 13 out of 14, but so can Xavier, who is a 3.5 point underdog to Illinois, 9:45 Eastern on CBS. Musketeers, of course, stormed back to beat Texas on Wednesday in the first four, even though they were down much of that game. The Xavier offense did put up 1.26 points per possession. Illinois runs a pretty similar defensive scheme to Texas. Remember, in Xavier's only loss in the last 9 games, they were up double digits on Marquette. This is a team a lot of folks think can make a run in this tournament. I'll simply back them plus the points today. Last one is Bryant plus 17.5. They're facing Michigan State, 10 p.m. Eastern on TBS. Just think it's a good spot to fade Sparty, who doesn't shoot the three well and could thus struggle to build any kind of sizable advantage. I know they'd won and covered 8 straight before their exit from the Big Ten tournament, but check out another video I did here on Wager Talk TV where I talked about history being against both Michigan State and St. John's as two teams that were unranked in the preseason top 25 and are now top 2 seeds. The previous 39 teams to qualify for that scenario have a combined 0 Final Fours. Now, that doesn't mean Michigan State doesn't win Friday night or will necessarily lose this weekend, but I don't think they cover against Bryant. Here's your recap of the Power Five, short and sweet. I like Baylor plus 1.5 against Mississippi State, Colorado State. I would play them on the money line against Memphis, North Carolina money line against Ole Miss. I would like take Xavier plus 3.5 against Illinois, and then Bryant plus 17.5 against Michigan State. Again, go ahead and comment down below with your thoughts. All of my premium plays can be found at wt.buzz/BP. Should have a couple plays up for Friday. Of course, you can get all of my plays, all of Mark Zeno's plays, $99 the entire weekend. Just click that special offers tab at the website. Make sure you've clicked subscribe. We'll be doing a ton more content all weekend long. Zeno and I will be on Last Call with Kelly Stewart on Sunday. There will be a Power 5 on Saturday and Sunday for that matter as well. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.